think. Are we live? I mean, last 31st. Come on. Yay, we're live. So, jello, good evening and welcome back. And yes, we are going to be starting our brand new build. This is a build from one of our followers and subscribers. They are funding this and they are obviously getting it sent to the posting address so we can build it for the channel. So a big thumbs up to you. And yes, you would like to stay anonymous, so we'll keep you anonymous, but it is paid for by them. So let's go ahead and see jello all in the chat. And there we go. So we're going to stick out our links as well, and hopefully we'll have a chance to come and see you over on our Discord channel, where we're going to have a few chats and everything else, and there will be a part for this on there. We have our Facebook account, so come join us over on Facebook, have a chat with us there and everything else. We also have the Fiverr group, where you can go ahead and purchase any merchandise. That link will be changing soon to the actual Fiverr website, where you can gain access straight to us. We have the Instagram account, so come join us over on Instagram. Photos of this will be going up there. Let's see, package by package, yeah, subscription postage. We also have our Twitch account, where we're doing all our live streams. I'm trying to get the other OBS system to work, so it will be over on the straight to YouTube, but for some strange reason I can't get it to link up properly, so we'll get all that dealt with soon. We also have, what's going on here? Yes, that's going on, so it's not quite working out is. I think we're getting a bit of feedback, so let's get rid of that there. So I've got to get the OBS to work and link up and everything else. We also have a Twitter account, so every time we go live, hit that retweet and you get a shout out live on here. And obviously when all our videos go live on YouTube, give retweet, obviously helps. We have our family friendly YouTube channel where we do gameplaying, and we also have the YouTube ad account where this will be going on, as well as all the other builds that we're doing from Hachette. We've got 3 more on the go. I think, yeah, about halfway on one, almost halfway on the other, and the other one is going on. So we can go ahead and carry on with this. And there we go. So hi there Claire, how you doing? Hi there Roy, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. And I know Wabby was around here somewhere because she's just finishing off some little bits and pieces, and she'll come join us. So there we go. So yeah, head over to the social media platforms that we've already mentioned there. Hit a follow, like, subscribe and all that other stuff, and leave comments. And we'll get to the Twitter in a moment, and we'll give those retweeters a shout out. Let's see. No, I don't want that. I mean, it's still live. Should be live. Right, so let's head over to Twitter and go from there. So we have been asked by obviously the person that has sponsored us for this to obviously go through the instructions and do it that way. So we'll obviously follow their wishes. So let me head over to Twitter and grab those retweeters. So where is it? Come on, where's... No, that's one we want. That's one we want. So we want the Hachette, a Batmobile Tumbler subscription pack 1, issues 1 and 2. That's the one we want. And we'll get that ready and we'll give it a refresh in a moment. So head over there quickly now and hit that retweet. I will have to find out from all the other people that we have been following for different builds if they are doing this, and if so, their details will be in the description of the video. And yeah, we'll obviously be building it as the subscription comes. So obviously we've got these 2, then I think we've got another 2 coming, then it'll be 4 and then 6s. so it'll come out as one video each time as they wish. Alright, so yeah, like I said, we'll follow some of the other people that's doing the build, and we'll do the same again. Hit them up in the description, go to the channel, find the most recent video, hit a thumbs up, subscribe to the channels or follow the channels, and in the most recent video say hi, Spoon sent us, sharing the love, it'd be very much appreciated. Even if you are already a follower to them, go to the most recent video, say hi, Spoon sent us, sharing love still, and we'll hopefully get some more people come back to us on that. So let's see, so I'm going to head to Twitter now, do a quick refresh and see who these lucky retweeters are. So there we go. Oh, so in no particular order, where is it? Come on. We have a Roy, we have a Wabbit, and we have Claire. Thank you very much, these three, for being the top 3 retweeters. If you do retweet afterwards, thank you very much, but sadly you've just missed out. But now it's time to get rid of that, bring the mini screen back up, and let's crack on with this. So we'll go through a quick chat on it all, and then we'll open it up and do as requested, and we'll keep it like that throughout the whole time. So 3, 2, 1, and in we come. So here we go, issues 1 and 2, and yes, they've also sent that in the post to me as well, so thank you very much there. So we're going to move 2 out the way and deal with number 1, and then we're just going to dive straight in and get it going. So they want us to obviously read parts of the booklet and read the instructions and follow the instructions for the build. I think I'm actually part of a Batman Tumbler group, so all the videos will be going out on that Tumbler group on Facebook, and we'll see how it goes. So let's see what we've got here. So we've got some booklets, and we obviously got the parts. So let's move the parts out of the way for a minute and concentrate on these booklets. So this is the one that's on the inner one, so it's like the little pull-outs that we get. So there's a 1/8 scale, die cast parts, so it's going to be die cast, plastic, and a little bit of rubber, and a little bit of silk, so these screws are steel. So here we go, so we're going to look into it. We've got more information there about it all. I will read a lot more into it afterwards and see how things go. So I'll use magazines and so on. I think someone said that they are getting these from the store, but there's no magazines. They've got to go online for the things, or is that Alien? I think it could be Alien, but anyway, going back to this, obviously tells you about all the moving parts and everything else, more about your model, easy to build. We'll see how easy it is. It looks very interesting, and yes, but a little bit more information that I can say is the person that is getting me to build this for them, I went to school with them. They are a Batman crazy on it, and they want to make sure it's done properly and they don't want any mistakes. So they are sending me one for yourselves for me to build, and then when I'll go and see him, I think it's like every 3 months now, is it, Wabbit? He wants, yeah, every 3 months he'll, or she, but she's also nuts on Batman, they want me to build one at their place. So this one is for us here, and then when I go see them, it'll be a one there as well. So because it's a subscription, we've got one issue 3, which is issue number 2. We should be getting the key ring on the next delivery. There's delivery after that, we'll get the ring binder, but we might have to use one of the ring binders we've got here. We get a mug, that'd be nice. Hopefully that comes through nice and not broken. And then on the 7th one, we'll get a 1/43 scale model of the same thing. If we haven't reached 200 followers on Twitch, I'll put this in the box of goodies with the little so art truck and some other goodies. I think I'll put the pocket watch in there and some other bits and pieces from other bits that I've put in. And there's obviously gift cards as well. That will all go into one box, and then that will be shipped off to a lucky winner from the wheel that we'll be doing. And yes, that will be done by a courier service, so we'll be needing a home address for it, nothing else. So that is the pull out done and dusted, so we'll put that to one side. And now we'll move on to the actual magazine. So issue number 1 and the Batman Tumbler. So as you can see, we've got this sort of part on there. I just realised I'm missing the actual Hachette off there, so I need to put that on the documents that I've got. And so obviously still got the thumbnail to sort out. So we have the Batman Tumbler, bit of information about it all, nothing else. Don't forget, I will put the details on how to subscribe to this, and you can subscribe I think still from issue 1, because obviously this has come through a little bit later for us. So does it come in black? Well, if I remember right, that was the phrase from the film, because obviously that's what they saw, and then they want it in black. So yeah, and there it is in black. I think this was actually on a program called Top Gear, and they gave a little run around on the test track. So then we got obviously everything else, the Christopher Nolan trilogy. So yeah, he's obviously done Beginnings, Dark Knight, and I can't think of the other one. So yeah, the Dark Knight, the Dark Knight Rises, yeah, that's the other one as well. And then obviously we've got Who is Batman, bit of old comics, a 1939, cool, older than me. And then we've got obviously a bit more about the comics. Then we have everything here about the build, so obviously we'll double check we've got all these pieces, and we'll go through each piece one by one, and then we'll start building as we go. Hopefully we've got everything, and we'll just follow the instructions bit by bit and go from there. So what we'll do, obviously what's coming next will be obviously issue number 2, which we'll bring out very shortly afterwards. So while I'm going to quickly get myself set up, I'm going to do a quick 60-second ad break, and we'll be ready to go. So 3, 2, 1, and a quick ad break. Alright, so now that's going for all you luckies out there. Alright, we'll get back to the first page of it all, step-by-step instructions, and we'll dig the pieces out bit by bit and work our way through. So let's see, we need to obviously make sure we've got all the pieces first and see how it turns out. And yeah, I think I will break into it on the stream and see how it goes, but on the quick glance it looks like everything is there. I think there's some small pieces down there, or no, they're underneath the plat. Right, so we'll get ready to start building in a moment. Right, so yeah, it should be a nice, reasonably easy run through, and we should be good to go. Right, so now we should be back from the ad break. So thank you very much if you had the ad break, very much appreciated. And now it's time to break into the build. So let's break into it somehow without too much damage, and go from there. Yeah, that's all we need, is to break in and hurt ourselves, which we don't want to do. Right, so there we go, we're now in. I think it all the way around. It won't be all like this, I don't think. I think they'll probably change the packaging after a couple of issues, and then they'll change the packaging again and be more eco-friendly and everything else like that. So that bit there can go in the bin, and then There you go. We can separate it. And we lose half the stuff from out the pocket. Oh, that's just missed the bin. And we'll get things in some sort of order again. Right, so as you've got a screwdriver, which is the same sort of Hachette screwdriver that they always give out. We'll put that in our little packet over there. So we should have, cool, but that is die cast, so obviously a metal. It's a nice matte black, so that should be nice and easy to work with. And that is the front section, so that's 1A. Then we have 1B, which looks like it's in here. See that one? No, smaller pieces. It must be in here. Right, so that other piece was 1F, but we want 1B. No, aha, here we go. 1B. There are two parts to them. Let's get all these out. So there are two parts. These are plastic, and they've got like little serrated edge. There, little serrated edge, and those are stealth panels B. Yeah, there's two of them. They look identical, so obviously they'll go one either side. Then we have C and D, which must be these ones, which are still sealed up. Okay. Right, they're not sealed. So we have. Oh no, it's not them ones. Ah, here they are. Let's move that one side a minute. Which are these ones? We've got left and right side. One way, one the other. So you've got 1C and 1D. You've got left and a right flap. Okay. So that is C, and that one's D. E is the shock absorbers. It looks like shock absorbers, but they call them pistons. So here we go. So we've got two lovely pistons. Put them down there. E, F is obviously this piece here, which they call windscreen. Okay, so it's nice and black. So we'll deal with that in a little while. So that packet can go one side. Let's see what's next. G and H. It looks like it is these pieces. And these are left window and right window. So there we go, left and right windows. So I'll just place them down there. Then we have, I are these little small black ones. And those are cannons times 2. So there we go, we've got 2 cannons, so they'll go in nicely. We also have up next J's, there are 2. The left, oh no, it's just one. So there's J and K. One's left fairing and one's right fairing. That's these ones. Hopefully there'll be some sort of marking, say left and right on them, or there'll be some sort of way of telling them apart, because they at the minute look identical. That's what they look like. And let's turn one over, if it stays over. I'm sure we'll work out which is which. So yes, so CS is the initials of the person, and yeah, they are crazy about Batman. Right, so J and K. Oh, Yeah, Wabbit's saying hello there. Right, so where am I? J and K, L and M. So this one looks like it's completely smoothish. That one looks like it's 1L. And then we have one here that has a little hole in it. That one is 1M. And they are curved panels left and right. And then we have 1N, which is a plate. And there we go for the plate. It shows 10, but I believe it's going to be 1O. And that is, looks like just this here, which is a bit of tape. Double-sided tape. So we find out what that's for soon. And we have, obviously you can't forget, CM, which are some CM screws. So I wonder if they're the same CM screws for the other builds. Well, we'll soon find out. And then that is it for that part. But we have one more item left, which is the tumbler plate. Well, it's nicely folded. And obviously it will sit nicely for the box when it comes in it. But yeah, it's only a bit of alley, thin bit, and yeah, we'll try and stick that somewhere out of our way but in shot somehow each time, and we'll carry on from there. So for starters, we are looking for a 1J and 1K, which are the left and right fairings. So that's these two. Well, doesn't really say left or right on them, but hopefully there is a way of telling them apart. Oh, I think that has an L in it. It's just, or it could be the moulding. Could be just a bit of moulding. I'm supposed to say L and R. I can't really see. Let's bring a bit of light down onto it. Alright, so that's right. There is a little bit in there, and that one is left. So because that's my left, so that left and right, and then let's move the light out of the way. There we go. Not blind ourselves. Alright, so now we need to grab the cannons, which were 1 eyes, and they go in the back here. And looking at it, they can go in either way, up, and they seem to slot straight in. There we go. And that is how they seem to sit. So we'll do the same with the other one. There we go. Yeah, I've got to try and work out why the other camera's not working as well, because that would be somewhere around here, close up, and yeah. Oh, I've mixed them up, haven't I? Oh, silly spoon. Right, that one's right, and that one is, just got to double check, left. Right, so we try and keep them apart. Right, so that is parts 1 and 2. So obviously we find out what they are, and we just insert in the back ends. Now we're moving on to number 3. Number 3 is we need to grab main front piece, and we want L and M, and they sit. Is that inside? It does look like the inside. Just inside there. Let's orientate it so I can see what I'm doing. L goes in first, and L was the one which was more smoother. but then again it does have L and R on it, so and that looks like it sits in that way. Hopefully they just clip in. Take the two curved panels, identify left and right. It looks like they just sort of like clip in or pushes in. Do I go from... They can't go that way. Right, so we've got the cannons. Do the cannons hold it in place? Because that looks like they go to the back. Yeah. Inside front section A. Yeah. So it looks like they just rest there somehow. In the groove. Bit of resistance. That's what like sits there, and we'll just get the cannons in. Hey, come on. Doesn't say nothing about glue or anything. And then we'll put the cannons in. But then that's quite loose. Right. So that's how it sits, but that to me seems loose. But that's one side in, and then we'll do the same with the other side. I would have thought that they would have clipped in or something. So that's the right side now. And now we'll get the cannons in as well. Come on. Oh, I went in just fine. Mr. Hole, that's why I've got to move it back a little. Come on. Right, we're almost in. There we go. So that's sitting in there, like so, pushed in. So there we go, left and right cannons in place. So we've got left and we have right. So there we go, so that's them in place. So that's 3 and 4. 5, we want repeat steps 2 to 4. We have, so okay, so we've done that one as well. So number 6 is the plates and 2 CM screws. So it looks like we've got to turn it over. And we're using these 2 inner screws, screw ports 1 and 2, and it looks like it sits in there. So that must go in there. And it holds the 2 pieces, the inner parts out. Okay, so because obviously you had grooves on the panels, so they just obviously sit there. And do we have screw holes lined up? Yes, we do. So we'll grab our CM screws. There's 3 in the packet, but we only need 2, so we have a spare, just in case something goes wrong. So we'll grab one. What we always do, we always start it off a little bit, back it off, and then put it back in, so we work it in and out. So it makes its own bite. And then we don't want to go too tight, because we don't want to destroy the head or strip the threads that we're doing. Come on, right. Right, so we have a CM screw there, which we'll keep to one side and go ahead. So we'll just obviously work it back and forwards. There you go, so that's one nice and tight, and that one's nice and tight. And just make sure everything seems to look like they line up quite nicely. There you go. Ooh. So there we go. That is how it's sitting. And that is how it's looking on the inside. So that is now part 6 done. Part 7 is the windows. So we need to make sure we get the right windows for the correct side. So that looks like it's the other side. So we want 1G, which looks like it's that one. So you've got little raised pieces, and you've got one that sits there, and the other one sits there. So you've got them two that's in use for the window. Obviously it shapes nicely, but I'll make sure it all looks quite well. They are also angled as well, so they're not straight, they're actually on an angle. We've got to make sure we don't snap them off. I wonder if anyone did snap them off, because obviously I haven't seen anyone build this yet, and I won't watch anyone until I've actually done my part. So we've been extremely careful. So I've got obviously one here to build, and then I've got one at my friend's place to build. So that looks like that would go in. Is it supposed to clip in? Take the left window and attach. Okay, do not use glue. So, okay, so we don't have to use glue, which is good. It's in, but it's not in. I wonder if we use glue later, or will they bring some double-sided tape out or something. So that's one window in. It's all like not sitting nicely there. So I'm assuming there'll be something here to hold the window in a little bit. And then obviously do the same on the other side. And again, make sure the pegs are there. And be gentle as you put it in, not to snap the pegs. So we'll do the same on the other side, because obviously it looks like what we do to one side would do to the other. Right, come on. So that's them in. And there we go. Here we go. That's that one all done. So that's 7, 8, and then obviously 9. So obviously we do the same with the other side. 10. Right, so we need the double-sided tape. It looks like. And that seems to hold the window in, this front window, which sits like that. But we need to put the double-sided tape in first. So there should be, oh, so there's 1, 2, so it's cut into 4. So we only need 2 at the minute. So we'll take one and then we place it across the top and across the middle. So we put one there. Let's see. Might have to poke the holes out a little bit. So that's one there. Let's get another one. Oh. Put it across the top. Now just push the window out. That's not what we want to do. Come on, let's put the window back in. Not really happy with them windows. So we'll put one there across the top. And then we've obviously got to peel them off and put the centre glass in. So let's see if we can just peel back the paper. There you go, there's one bit of paper. So I don't know, you can just about see the difference now. You can see like double-sided tape. Let's peel back the other one. And see how things are going. So there we go, so that's another one. And then we want the window. Give it a little wipe so we can get all the fingerprints off the inside. And you just want to make sure we get them in so they can line up with the holes. Just about line up the holes. Right, so there we go. So we've got that. Now we need the 1Bs, which is obviously the ones with the little like graters on, and they need double-sided tape on, and they sit one there and one there where the holes are. So we'll go ahead and grab the double-sided tape. That goes in between the two pegs. Hopefully we don't go over. No, that's in between the two pegs. And then we peel it back. And then we get it in place. Yeah. Let's see. Let's go. Oh. Pushing the windows out. Need to try. Okay, don't go bottom there. See if I can get it in the top. Doesn't seem. Ah, there goes the window. We'll put that back in a minute. Come on. Just want to go in. Hang on here then. Yeah, there goes the other window. The holes are lined up. It just doesn't want to go. I don't want to go too hard because obviously it's only plastic and I don't want to break the pins. Where is this? Let's see if I can adjust the holes a little bit. So that goes in like that. It just doesn't want to go. Oh my goodness. It just doesn't want to go in. Let's see if I can do it from the other side then. Put the holes up. Right, okay. Let's try to turn it around then. See if that does anything. Could be I had the window in backwards. So, aha, that seems to be better. There you go, I had the window in backwards. There's one. A bit of pressure. I'll put the side windows in again in a minute. And then we'll grab this top one. And then we'll put the double sided tape on. Push it across the two pieces. Make sure it doesn't interfere with the little cheese grater type thing. Or little saw. Come on, get you out. There we go. And then we'll put one in top there. There we go, that comes straight in. Just like so. Nice, try and put these windows back in. Without snapping the pegs. There's one. Two. There you go. There's a little click that time. Maybe I didn't have it in properly the first time. And let's see if we can do the same again here. There we go, so we've got that in. Again, that's not going all the way in. Hopefully there's a bit of trim that will hold that in. Right, so up next we have a 1C and a 1D. So yeah, so we do have a bit of trim that holds it in. And that one is 1C. And let's see, we have 3 holes here, 1, 2, 3, and we have 2 holes up here, 1 and 2. So we've got some pegs just on the inside. So we have 1 there. And then doesn't look right. So that's that side. But yeah, so that's that side then. And obviously it's the same on the other side. There we go, so that's gone in. Popped in nicely. 1, 2 and 3. And then we do the same the other side. And yeah, there's a little L on the inside, and the other side must have had an R. So we've got the 2, that goes there. And 1 that comes down here. Come on. And you go in there, come on. And then these 2 go in there. Job done. So that's all in nicely. And then obviously 1C goes the other side. 1D goes the other way. And then we should be left with 1E, which are the little gas rams, little shock absorbers, pistons, and it looks like it clips in, which one is it? It looks like it goes in the hole down here and the hole up top here in both sides, and it's silver to the top, so brass piece goes in the bottom and silver in the top. Right, so that's in there, and that's in there. Don't like them because they look quite flimsy. Repeat. Yep. So we've got to do the same the other side. These little pins do look quite flimsy. I don't want to put too much pressure on it. I don't want them to break. So that's in there, and then that in there. And there we go. Same both sides. And then we obviously have our tumbler. So we'll put 1C to one side. I will find another packet and everything else. And oh, I've got to find another box to store it all in as well. Alright, so that is issue 1 now done and dusted. And we're going to move on to issue 2 in a moment. So we'll be right back, and then we'll go ahead and grab issue 2 from a quick 60-second ad break. So 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So that is issue 1 done and dusted, and issue 2 will be coming very shortly once we are there. So we've got a bit of rubbish there which we'll deal with in a minute. Get rid of all that, put that over to one side, and we should be good to go. So we'll put that somewhere about there. Move issue 1 there. Yeah. Stay. Right. That won't stay. Put you down there, and then we'll get issue 2 ready to go. Right, so we're almost back from the ad break. It is, yeah, quite intriguing. It's gonna be a big model, and I reckon it'll be really good. So thank you very much for our sponsor for doing it. They obviously reached out to me, and we've got everything sorted out. So yes. Alright, so welcome back from the ad break, thank you very much, and it's time to jump into number 2. So we'll go ahead and rip into it, and let's see what we have. That bit again, bin. We have a big bit of card that come in handy for kids' homework, and then we've got issue number 2. So what we'll do again, we'll go through the booklet, and then we will go through the build instructions. So obviously it's saying about the tumbler, where to get it all from, and then it's talking about the model, and we'll go from there. It's quite interesting how it started out with like a bit of clay and all that. The Dark Knight on the big screen. I'll see if I can find it. We've got it on Blu-ray, haven't we, Wabbit? Yeah, I'm sure we've got it on Blu-ray. Batman history, and you can see the tumbler in the back there. Batman history there, so talking about the Joker. Step-by-step instructions for number 2. So again, we've got some more seam screws. Looks like we've got a washer, nut, rim, the other part rim, and the tyre. So this one should be nice and easy to put together. Looks like it's all there on first glance. So there's no heating up of the tyre itself this time. And then obviously it looks like the tyre does go on one way, because you do have directional tyres as well, so yeah. And then obviously where to put the seam screws, and then obviously what's coming in the next one, which is front panel with some pieces. So there we go. So what we do, because that's a nice quick simple one, we'll go into a, I don't think we can do another one, can we? No, we can't. That's a shame. Okay, so no worries, we'll dive straight on into the build. So we'll go ahead and break into the packet. And come on. We'll dive into this. So like I said before, this is sponsored by one of our followers and viewers. They're paying for it and they want me to build it, and obviously they got one at their place as well, so we'll be seeing them like every so often, and we'll build it up with them. So there we go. Go ahead and dive in. Right, so we've just lost a couple of pieces just there, which we'll have to put back in there in a moment. So let's double check what we've got then. So we should have 2A, which is the tyre. Oh, that's a nice big beefy one. Is solid, literally solid as anything. And then we need to make sure we get the tyre around the right way. Or is it? It is a Hachette, and it doesn't give you tyre size, so that's a shame. So that would be interesting. There is some little holes in the tyre, so we'll sort that out. Then we have the outer rim, which looks like that. That is die cast, and that is heavy. Right, so we'll put that there. Then we have the the inner rim, that is plastic, so that's not too bad then. Then we have 2D, which is the hub nut, which is that one there. Yeah. If I can get hold of it again. There it goes. There's the hub nut. Hopefully we don't lose that. Then we have a washer. So I was right. It's only a plastic washer as well. So the hub nut's plastic, the washer's plastic, and then we have some CM screws again. So we'll put that with the other CM screws that we got. And now that is done and dusted. So we'll bring in the spare one. Use the spare one first, and then we'll keep all the new ones together. So up first is working out which way around the tyre goes. So we have on the tread the narrow, which is this side, and then we have the wide that side. So it's the same as it is in the booklet. So we'll then get the hub and slide it in this way, push it in nice and tight. Does it have to be a certain way? Because we've got the valve in there. What we'll do, we'll put the valve pointing to S. So it's in line with the S. Because there's no other markings on it. No, we'll do it in between the S and the O. So we've got a little leeway. Because obviously it's middle of the word. A nice little pushing. So that's in there like so. Let's see, one tape. That's fine. Does say nothing where it's got to go. Push the rim all the way in there, and then obviously the outer one. We'll turn it over. We'll keep it together like so, and then we'll obviously got to try and line up the three locating parts, and then we'll put the rim together. So, so what is it? The valve is there, which is got one screw there, one screw there, and one screw there. So that part there is the big part. As you can see, there is a big section there between them all. Line it up, and we'll slide it in. So it looks like it's that. And then what we'll have to do, we'll try and get the screw in, and then we'll try and squeeze it together as we go. So let's grab our screwdriver back, and there we go. Like I said, I will try and put the tumbler plate in all the time, but hopefully it'll be fine. And then we'll put it in that one there. It looks like we've got a little grip there, so that's just holding at the minute. Let's go and get another two, and then we'll try and squeeze it all together without it breaking on us or anything like that. So there we go. Let's see if we can get it to grip, just like so. That's gripped. That's gripping. And then we'll go for the third one. Rotate it around so we can see where it is. Right, that's gripped as well, but that's there is movement. Let's see how it goes. That's in there like that. That's in there like that. That's going nice and tight. Nice and tight. Nice and tight. Probably just nipping them up. So that's all we've got to worry about. Right, so there we go. One wheel all done together nicely. Bit rubbish there. Where that came from. But yeah, we have one wheel, and it looks like we've got to keep the hub nut and washer for later on. So what we'll do, we'll put them in there, and we'll try not to lose them. Oh, there we go. Keep them to one side. Keep them with the tyre. So I don't think it matters which way round it goes. It will go on one of the sides until we obviously start building the rest of it up. So there's that piece. And we've got them there. Let's get with my screwdriver. We'll bring everything in that we have. Pull out 1 and 2. And then also bring in the piece before. So issue 1 and issue 2 with some little goodies. So there we go. What do you think of that so far then? I don't think I've done a bad enough job. Seems we get as good as gold. So let's go ending soon, and we'll start wrapping that up. So yes, don't forget to come join us on all the links that we have. There we go, there goes the link. So we have the Discord, we have the Facebook, we have the Fiverr, we have the Instagram, we have the Twitch, we have the Twitter, we have the YouTube and the YouTube ad account where this will go on. And remember, this is sponsored by one of my followers and friends, and it's very grateful for them to do it. And we'll be carrying on with that, and we'll see what else comes through the post with everything. So yes, so thank you very much for coming along. It has been great, and we'll definitely see you on the next one. I'll probably wear this t-shirt for every Batmobile build, because obviously it makes it feel a little bit more special now, as we've got something to use for the build. And yeah, we'll see how things turn out. So yeah, don't forget to hit up everyone down in the description, leave a thumbs up, give them a subscribe, a follow, and say hi. Spoon Centers showing love, and it'll be very much appreciated. Hopefully they will do the same back to me. So once again, thank you very much for coming along. It has been great, and I will see you on the next one, which I think will be issue 3 and 4. That's the subscription postage of 2. Bye for now. Oh, come on.